We are joined now by Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett. Good morning, Major. You were there at Mar-a-Lago in the room. Tell us what it was like, and we should remind our viewers, you've been in that room a lot. You've seen a lot of moments like this. How does it compare?
So it was a very odd situation, John. You wouldn't normally expect on a day as historic as yesterday was, and there's no other way to describe yesterday. First time this country has gone through the trauma of watching a former president come before the court as a defendant, indicted on a series of felonies. You might think the atmosphere reflecting that of the former president inside that courtroom would be somber. It was anything but somber. It was festive. People were cradling glasses of wine and martinis and beer glasses and drinking water. The music was upbeat. The attitude was entirely supportive and almost strangely jubilant until the former president got there. Yes, there were lots of applause for him, but when he started speaking and gave what is by now for many Trump supporters an all too familiar speech with a laundry list of grievances, legal and political, the room kind of died down and became much less energized than before the former president came in. So if last night's goal was to draw energy from that crowd, fortify the former president for this legal battle to come, by my estimation, having been in that room and been to lots of places where Trump has energized the crowd and been energized in kind back, it just didn't work.
And Major, you have covered this president for a long time, former president. Given what you saw last night and knowing he's also running a presidential campaign, what are you hearing from fellow Republicans now and possibly those who might be running against him now that the indictment and all of these charges have been released to the public?
So the great question for Republicans who are concerned about the party's future generally and who are thinking about possibly running against former President Trump is this. Will these charges wear well? Will the idea that the former president is a victim, that the prosecutor in Manhattan is unhinged and bringing a weak case just because he wants to do it for his own ambitions or ego, or because he made some kind of vague campaign promise? A lot of Republicans are comfortable staying in that lane, that crime is out of control in Manhattan and this prosecutor is taking his eye off that ball. They're okay there. But they don't know if this is going to wear well over time. Or they also don't know what's going to happen with the investigation in Fulton County, Georgia, or the investigation in Washington, D.C. about what President Trump did or didn't do with classified documents. What were his actions up to and on January 6th? All of those things create not just legal uncertainty for the former president, but great political uncertainty for everyone trying to gauge just how powerful he's going to remain as the current frontrunner in the Republican Party nomination battle for 2024.
Major, Trump has been known to use inflammatory rhetoric, but given the warning by the judge, do you believe that his posture will change? Or do you think that he might turn it up a notch?
Well, look, listen to what the former president's lawyers said yesterday. They said the judge didn't warn him. He just said everyone should be calm and relaxed and not use inflammatory language. And they even said the former president hasn't used inflammatory language. So if the lawyers are defending the former president, you can bet the former president, that is to say Trump, will be aggressive in his own defense and volatile in his language about what's going on. Just this morning on his Truth Social platform, he said Republicans in Congress should defund the entire Department of Justice and the FBI, essentially defanging all federal investigatory law enforcement entirely. Why? Because he's a victim. Again, back to the original question, will that wear well, politically or legally? Right now, that's where the former president is. We'll see if he's there 2 or 3 months from now.
Yeah, to be continued. Major Garrett, thank you so much.